At 70 miles an hour, you are going about 32 yards a second, which is a football field in 3 seconds.
911, what is your emergency?
We need help. I just saw a car run across the median and crash into another.
A few miles southwest of Ottawa on I-35. This looks really bad.
Horrible crash. A pickup just ran into a semi-truck on the highway.
On the morning of May 14th, left the house probably at 7 o'clock-ish, right after breakfast. When I drive, I always go just right at the speed limit. It's real comfortable for the car, comfortable for me, no hurry. And I was in the right lane of I-35 going south. There was a truck, a large semi, but going by it was a car. The car suddenly made a very, very sharp left turn across the median toward me. I saw mud coming out from the back of it and coming straight into where I was going. I remember distinctly thinking, we are going to hit.
And I will have an ID established. AdventHealth, if you don't have any questions, we'll see you in approximately 2 minutes.
The noise was incredibly loud, and I felt like my chest hit the steering wheel. It was because I was going 70 miles an hour. I don't think I even had time to tense. I was stuck underneath because the console had collapsed onto my legs. I also distinctly remember I couldn't turn the car off. That was the only time that I was worried. I was not afraid, except I thought that we'd catch fire. What I started doing was yelling for help. And 2 guys came, 2 men, and they pulled me out of the car, called Paula. And I wanted to tell her I love her. One last time. I did not think I was going to live, but I was not afraid. That's what gets me. I had zero fear of dying. It's not that I didn't think I would, it's just I had some things I had to do.
I accepted him on the floor. He was very shook up, understandably, but handling it well.
It only got better when I got to the hospital. It only got better. The care was unbelievable.
He was very cooperative. He was very kind. He shared freely with me his experience as a physician because I think he was an emergency physician and had helped found an emergency medicine group.
The trauma doctor came down and did a full exam. It was not a cursory exam at all, but it was completely efficient. Well, it turned out the head was okay, the chest was okay, and I had ruptured 2 vertebrae. L2 and L3 had fractures.
There's certain criteria, we use to determine if they need surgery or not, and it was non-surgical. It was braceable. He was neurologically intact.
So we needed to make sure that he could get out of bed in the correct way, which is to log roll instead of sitting straight up because his fractures were compressed into there.
Through the whole process, I just felt the need to be there in case he needed to talk.
He kept repeating, I saw them coming, but I didn't hit them. I saw them coming, but I didn't hit them. They hit me.
I knew that he was going to carry that with him. And because he is a doctor and they do anything and everything they can to save a patient.
The people really seem to enjoy what they're doing. They came in without even being asked, hey, do you need anything? And it was professional, it was well done. Thank you for saving my life.
Here at AdventHealth, they promote whole being, whole health, whole healing. I think that's what he got when he came here.
Feels like you actually are extending the healing ministry of Christ and that you're fulfilling a greater purpose in this life.
So as of May 1st, we became AdventHealth Ottawa. This has been a journey for our organization for several years, but just because we changed our name doesn't mean we've changed our care. We're still the same community hospital. We're part of a large health system, which affords us resources that we've never been able to tap into before.
The level of care here was fantastic to begin with, but I think that our partnership with Advent will allow it to get even better. The ability to call upon a bigger partner for additional services that we don't currently have will only allow us to do a better job taking care of our patients here and in the future.
The care here was incredible. It was better than I would have gotten anywhere in Austin. I'm going to tell you that right now. And this CT machine is something like out of Star Wars.
Our gleaming new emergency room, which is big and has room for expansion, is a very visible sign that we're sort of on the cutting edge.
The next 5 years, we're going to see tremendous growth. And I think the growth is going to come by way of new services, new physicians. We're about ready to open our 4th OR.
And it really has been so good for our community, and I don't even think that we have seen truly the full benefits of what that will mean for this community hospital.
Excellent staff, excellent nurses, that everything was done very professionally, and just courteous and would talk, and took time. They took the time.
We live here, we work here, we breathe here. We have the same person that takes care of you the first day and the last day that you're here, and so there's a consistency.
I love this hospital. It's like a second home to me. It is. I can't imagine working anywhere else.
I would say for 99% of anything bad that goes on down here, this is the place that you want to come to.
Giving the best care that we can, every patient, every time, and help them come to love AdventHealth.